And do another. Hey, thanks for sending Louise over. She knows a ton about bacon. Yeah, we're gonna be major league bakers with her around. No problem, fellas. Let me grab enough bread to settle things with the mayor, and we'll call it square. All that that ends well. Howdy, glorious bread. Don't mention it. Redwood. 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 About that lumber. All I have is a logging permit. That's funny. We'll go to the Hellstrom Ranch. The West Pole! Mess with rocks. You don't seem to weigh as much as they should. They're sort of drawn to each other to make something mystical. An elaborate orrery. Step back and admire your handiwork. It's immaculate. You get something better rock. Sun and spheres. The thing I built, knock it over. Whisper something to it. Hold on. Do I have something to give Moxie for liver Moxie? Oh, hey. Oh my fucking god. Alright guys, give me a sec. I gotta go do a thing. I'm struggling, guys. Don't worry about it. Okay. We were going to Hellstrom. Most toxic bot lane I can think of. Hmm. I know Tarek Leona's pretty toxic, but it's hard to get it. Because people like to dodge. I know a tank and Mordekaiser is also pretty toxic. Hmm. I don't know. I'm not really into the toxic bot lane thing. So I can't ever really think of anything. Anyways. Well, it's a little ominous. What do you think, Doc? I agree. I meant, like, from a medical standpoint. Oh, we'll hand it over. Nice silver tooth. What? Damage to the occipital bone around the edges of the foramen magnum, and heavy damage on the left temporal bone. Looks like a hit with a blunt but flat edge, couple 3 inches across. Wow, what does that mean? In layman's terms, someone hit this fellow with the wide end of a pickaxe and knocked his head clean off. Geez, where's the rest of the skeleton? No, why just the skull? Can't tell you. Why don't you just let me take a handful of grease? Except for the dust all over everything and the fact the guy at the desk is a ghost. This looks like a... That sounds kind of... I don't know, I feel like you'll get pushed in really easy and then just get shit on once you're under your tower. Y'all, you could try it though. He's a spooky ghost. Okay, I'm sorry. Grab helmet. The ghost is busily shuffling the ghosts of papers on his desk. Talk to him. Excuse me. Kid, I'm busy here. I've got a mine to run. Take a hike, okay? This mine is still running. We're miners, kid. If you saw anyone up here, I'd have to fire them for not doing their job. Your calendar's out of date. What? It's like 6 months old. I like the pictures, okay? Scram. How's business? Oh, just great. Hunk your friggin' door. You see this face? This is my happy face, and I'm double excited about answering questions from some random kid that wandered in my office while I'm working. Look how ecstatic I am. That's quite a silver tooth you got there. You've got that sarcastic grin. Made it myself. I've made a few little... So it's his head. Made it myself with a few little silver trinkets in my time. Now go away. Do you know that you're a ghost? Do you know that you're a pain in the ass? No, I'm serious. Did you see me laughing? I have something that belongs to you. Oh yeah? Well, that's a human skull. Notice the silver tooth look familiar? I don't mean to upset you, but... I guess I forgot. Somehow. Must have been a traumatic experience. Oh, you think? You think maybe? Sheesh, give me that damn skull. It's mine after all. What happened? I don't want to talk about it. And frankly, kid, it's none of your business. Leave me alone so I can get on with going into the light or whatever. You sure there isn't anything... Damn it. So there's anything you want to get off your chest before you go? Look. I got wrapped up in some stuff that made a lot of sense at the time, but I'm seeing things more clearly now, and these aren't memories I care to relive with a fresh perspective. I'm just glad Holloway got rid of me before things went any further. Holloway? If you know what's good for you, you'll stay out of that damn mine. Oh my god! Never mind. Never fucking mind. Crack safe. Press your ear against the safe door and slowly turn the dial. Eventually manage to pop it open. This knife has a thin, twisty stiletto blade made of tarnished black silver. It looks wicked sharp, but holding it makes you feel a little uncomfortable. Like someone's whispering your name, but you can't quite hear them. And we got a sack of meat nuggets. Let's go. Extra gristly jerky and lumberjack jumble neck. Mine elevator key. Oh, no. There's a pile of rocks over here. Search rocks. Damn. You unlock the lever with the foreman's key and give it a yank. The elevator shudders as it begins to descend, accompanied by the sound of clanking chains and grinding pulleys. Very quickly, it becomes too dark to see, and you pull out your lantern. Very slowly, the elevator reaches its destination. You pull the door open and peer into the gloom. Okay. Give the cart a shove. Put your shoulders to the minecart, give it a big shove. It trundles down the track and bonks into the big pile of rocks. Minecart's full of rocks. Looks like there's a cave-in, bunch of rocks. What do you think about this old skeleton, Doc? Damage is consistent with the skull we found upstairs. Wow, an epidemic of pickaxe murders. Now we have to find the guy's head in addition to the other guy's body. I was playing, Doc. Okay, you had me going there for a second. I'm funny. KER-CHONK. KER-CHONK. Someone forgot their lunchbox down here. They must be real hungry by now. You got a paper bag and some raisins. Pretty much everything inside crumbled to dust except for the waxed paper sandwich bag and some raisins that probably weren't intended to become raisins. Find the bean iron. This is a crate of old dynamite. Dynamite gets very dangerous when it ages, but I know better than to try to stop you from taking a stick if you want. If you decide you wanted one. I have decided that. Then we're going to put it in here. We're going to push it. We're going to pull the lever. We're going to push it. Oh, I get it. Remember that grease from earlier? We're going to go get some. Grease. Oh, he put it in the bag. I say he, I meant she. Forgot that I was stupid and picked a lady. Grease it. Lever mechanism is rusted and stuck. It looks like it requires something heavier duty than a can of oil, seems like. Grease up the lever. Pull the lever. Bye, cart. Bye, cart. Huh. Oh, hold up. You yank on the lever, it releases the mechanism's wound-up springs, launching the cart. Whoa. You hear kaboom? Kaboom. Oh wow, it's a lot of corpses. Wrecked minecart, a salute in respect of its valor and service. I tell at a glance, but on closer inspection, this guy appears to have died face down in a basement or prayer pose. Praying to the pit, maybe? It's difficult to say, might have just been napping weird. The skeleton seems to be reaching out to that weird statuette, or reaching out with the statuette? With hands having fallen off, it's impossible to tell. Take the statuette. Weird solar idol. Pick up the statuette. It's made of silver, and the tarnish and darkness made it hard to tell what it's meant to depict. Goes your offhand. Tarnished and black and silver statuette in the shape of some sort of creature. You can't tell what it is specifically, or even if it has 2 legs, or 4 legs, or wings, or what. But it's depicted with reverence. Looking at it makes your stomach feel weird, like you're starving, but also full to the point of nausea at the same time. You look through your pack for something might be good to throw in the bottomless pit. You take the weird, twisty, tarnished silver knife out of your pack and look at it. You don't like looking at it very much. Throw it in the hole. Toss the weird knife in the hole. This makes you feel relieved, though it's hard to say why. You look through your pack for something that might be good to throw in the bottomless pit. You take the idol out of your bag. You don't like the way it looks in this dim light. You don't like the way it looks at you in this dim light. Throw it in the hole. Throw the idol in the pit. The weird feeling in your stomach fades away, although you get a sense of, well, it's like if you heard someone chuckle behind you, except you didn't hear anything and there isn't anyone behind you. You look through your pack for something that might be good thrown into a bottomless pit. You hold up the cursed blood goblet. Good grief, why are you even carrying this thing around? Chuck it in the hole. You pitch the gross thing into the hole. Good riddance. How spooky. Let's go to Kellogg Ranch. Off to one side of the trail, you spot a cactus that doesn't look like quite right. Specifically, it doesn't look right because it has a goblin face. As you get closer, you become pretty sure that it is actually a goblin, just a goblin in a cactus outfit. Gives you some annoyed side eye and tries to wave you away, but the cactus arms aren't very mobile. Do you know a guy called Cactus Bill? Shh, away going. Talk to it. Why are you inside a cactus? Watching cactus herd for keeping safe from a predator. What predator? Any predator. Desert tortoise, cactus eagle, and other goblins not going away. You ruining my disguise. Help him out. Your disguise is not very great. A cactus is not usually having a goblin face. Oh, here, I am helping. You cast a little spell to make the goblin's disguise more effective. It's so effective, in fact, that you lose track of which cactus was the goblin and can't find him. So you shrug and head on your way. Well, okay. List of draconian fitness rules the guests of this sanatorium had to adhere to. Weigh yourself. 127 ounces. You don't know how to use this scale correctly. Years worth of weight and height recordings for the ranch's customers. It is the most boring book you've read in its entirety. It's a big ruler. It's like a scale, but for height. Measure yourself. According to this ruler, you are 3 hands and 8 centimeters tall. You don't know how to use this ruler correctly. Let's go to the kitchen. Combination grain sifter flour mill. It's grain sifter / flour mill / who knows what. Its grain hoppers are currently empty. Label on this thing says dough press. It's a large oven, but doesn't have a door, just a wide slot. K Purity is the best sauce. Dormitory. K and keep calm and enjoy nothing. Skeleton's bed, and it's wearing weird metal pants. Take them chastity pants. Ooh. It's a locker, and it is not unexpectedly locked. And we cannot unlock it for a long time. Any of them. Bed is empty. Bed is empty. Bed. Oh! Scrap paper under the pillow. Read it. Looks like it torn out of a diary page. A post to achieve purity of glands, but I can't stand sleeping in those metal pants. They're so noisy, especially when I... Bed's covered in bones. Take them. Kellogg's office. It's a desk. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go, hello. See your ghost, huh? Yes, it does appear so, and alas, without me here to instruct them in my regimen of purity, all my patients have fled. That's probably not exactly why. They're likely out ravaging the countryside in their own bodies. One cannot have purity of the soul without purity of the body, you know. What's this whole purity kick about, anyway? My threefold path to the elimination of corrupting influences. Would you like to hear about them? Hear about it? Sure, lay it on me. The first step I call purity of the glands. One must rid oneself of all romantic and sexual desires and cease any self-polluting activities. Like what, smoking cigars? Well, yes, but I'm speaking more of, nighttime activities. Alone. What? Anyways, that's the first step. Okay, what's the second step? Second step is purity of the guts, this is accomplished through frequent cold water enemas, yikes, and the consumption of wholesome and nutritious grain flakes manufactured through my personal scientifically developed recipe. What makes them any different from other breakfast cereals? Did you not hear me? The recipe is scientifically developed. Alright, what's the third step? The final step is purity of muscles. I've developed an extensive exercise regimen featuring several workout machines that I have invented myself. Neating all this together. What was it? My regimen eliminates corrupting influences from body, thus purifying the body, mind, and soul. Well, that sounds like a good result to shoot for, and it works. Certainly it does. Why, just look at me. You're dead. Only coincidentally. Uh-huh. I'm gonna go check these books. Books. Menacing ape skeleton. Grotesque anatomical art chart. They've got the spleen mixed up with the liver. Fix it. Investigate. The desk is scrupulously tidy. In fact, there's not so much as a desk blotter or a single pen. It only has one drawer. However, you find a secret button cleverly hidden on the other side of that one drawer. Open the drawer. You find a binder full of cryptic, messily written notes labeled Kellogg's Grain Flakes Preparation. Decode the recipe. You grab a sheet of paper and consolidate the crazy series of notes into a more or less straightforward recipe. Excellent. And press the secret button. Hidden panel slides open on the back wall, revealing a secret room. Most boring secret room you can ever imagine. Huh. That's pretty boring. Gymnasium. Stretchmaster 4000, insert your limbs, strap yourself in the machine, and allow it to inflict some warm-up stretches on you. The machine pulls too hard, which promptly yanks one of your shoulders out of its socket. Lung flicks. Suck on the blast hole. You've had enough exercise for now. This place is pretty terrible. I'll take some agave. Talk to Kellogg again. There's no way this is all that's in this damn room. Hold on, I'll be right back.